ready for their rules. I break the mold. In my truth I'm bold. I'm a force to behold. My path's mine to choose. My story to tell. In this world, I'll be fabulous. I'll be real.
Script comms. Stories that live off the page and rent-free in your mind. Speechify AI reviewed. Clapperboard script comms episode. The Campsite Shower Violation. A queer friendship meditation in one act, one beverage, and one emotional support spider. Felix. Public accommodations are a right. Not some sad little suggestion with a curtain and a bug. Friend. I just pictured you in a campsite shower. Felix, staring, betrayed. No. Take it back. Please take it back. I refuse and reject your mind placing. You put me in a campsite shower? Do I look like someone who rinses next to mildew and shame? The look on my face should have told you everything. You imagine me, in a plastic curtain stall that smells like damp sadness and Tuesday socks. Get better thoughts. Beat. Imagine you're not creatively poor. Imagine you see nicer things in your head immediately. There could be consequences. Friend, laughing. It just made me laugh. Felix, horrified. It made me hide emergency money. In my car. In my shoe. You made me feel like I was trapped in a scene from Deliverance, and I needed a damn escape plan. You don't laugh at that. You run. Beat. Why would you place me in a shower that's always moist, with the smell of the day clinging to every corner? Possibly some hippie survival scent of patchouli drifting and choking me out. No, you have to be deranged. I am not taking a shower with a hostile campsite spider or some critter with no boundaries and too many eyes. Look at me. No, really look at me. You could have said bathhouse. You could have imagined me humping the air in a designer towel under soft pink lighting to the beat of vintage porn soundtrack. With my name etched into a bottle of lavender oil. That would have worked. But you didn't. And now we both have to live with that. Also, stop imagining me in public places. That's not where I live. I live in curated luxury with emotional ambience and a support animal named Confidence. Beat, suddenly calmer but colder. Yeah, you got my imagination going. And now I'm a little bit pissed off. Beat. Don't make me. You know what? You already made me. Leans in, venomously calm. I'm going to imagine Stephanie verbally violating you. Beat, almost smiling now. I can hear her in my head right now. She's probably saying, shall I redact his ass for you? Beat. Because Stephanie doesn't just say things. She does them. So buckle up. You're about to be linguistically dismantled. She came with receipts, a blowtorch, and a clipboard. Watch or listen on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. Search bitch, I'm fabulous, and bring a bib. Get the full flavor of Felix, Fontaine, and Stephanie's delicious dysfunction in bitch, I'm fabulous. Available on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. 2 weeks later. Felix and his friends sit at a table, napkins untouched, plates empty. They call it skip a meal when you go out for everything but the food. The friend looks out the window. A woman walks by with a golden retriever. Friend, smiling. Hey, Felix. I hope this thought is better. I just imagined you walking a golden retriever with a Diet Coke in hand. Felix beat, then smiling softly. He fist bumped his friend, saying so much closer. Beat. Make it an iced lavender latte with pumpkin spice. Beat again, warm now. I accept your imagination download. I just want the world to see me. Behind the scenes. This story was born in a campsite shower with low lighting, poor ventilation, and a spider who clearly didn't believe in personal space. I went sideways. I turned the fear into fiction, used my dyslexia like seasoning, and boom. A story to fix a friendship, and maybe my nervous system. Enjoy. And remember, just because we're not eating doesn't mean we're not processing. Speechify AI reviewed. Speechify AI had something to say about my story, about my skills, my voice, and the value I bring to the world. I wanted to share it with you. Exploring the dynamics of queer friendship and imagination, a script analysis. This script, titled The Campsite Shower Violation, delves into the complexities of queer friendship, exploring themes of imagination, personal boundaries, and the power of shared experiences. It utilizes humor and heightened language to examine how friends can unintentionally violate each other's sense of self and how they navigate these moments through communication and understanding. #### Felix's outrage and the violation of imagination. The script opens with Felix expressing his strong belief in the right to decent public accommodations, contrasting this with the reality of a subpar campsite shower. His friend's simple imagining of Felix in such a setting triggers a dramatic and humorous reaction. Felix feels betrayed by this mind placing, as he sees it as a profound misrepresentation of his identity and lifestyle. He vehemently rejects the image, emphasizing his aversion to the perceived squalor and discomfort of the campsite shower. Felix's reaction highlights the importance of imagination in how we perceive and relate to others. He feels that his friend's mental image of him is creatively poor and fails to recognize his curated sense of luxury and personal style. This perceived violation of his self-image leads to feelings of vulnerability and a need to protect himself, symbolized by his hiding emergency money. The reference to deliverance underscores his sense of being trapped in an undesirable and potentially threatening situation. #### The power of language and the threat of Stephanie. Felix's outrage extends beyond the physical discomfort of the imagined shower. He is particularly offended by the suggestion of sharing the space with a hostile campsite spider or other unwanted critters. This highlights his strong sense of personal boundaries and his desire for control over his environment. He contrasts the undesirable campsite shower with his preferred setting, a luxurious bathhouse with designer towels, soft lighting, and personalized amenities. This contrast underscores the importance of self-representation and the desire to be seen in a way that aligns with one's own identity. In response to his friend's imagined violation, Felix retaliates with a threat of his own, to unleash Stephanie, a character who is described as capable of linguistically dismantling anyone who crosses her. This threat showcases the power of language as a weapon and the importance of having allies who can defend one's honor. Stephanie's character represents a force of verbal retribution, armed with receipts, a blowtorch, and a clipboard, ready to dissect and critique the offending party. This dramatic and humorous response underscores the intensity of Felix's feelings and his willingness to defend his sense of self. #### Reconciliation and a new imagination. 2 weeks later, the script shifts to a scene of reconciliation. Felix and his friend are engaged in skip a meal, a ritual that focuses on connection and conversation rather than food. The friend attempts to repair the damage by offering a new, more positive image, Felix walking a golden retriever with a Diet Coke. This gesture demonstrates an effort to understand Felix's preferences and to create a more flattering and accurate representation of him. Felix's initial response is cautious, but he ultimately accepts the new image, suggesting a small adjustment, replacing the Diet Coke with an iced lavender latte with pumpkin spice. This subtle change reflects his desire for further refinement and personalization. By accepting the imagination download, Felix signals a willingness to forgive and move forward. The final line, "I just want the world to see me," reveals a deeper longing for validation and acceptance, highlighting the importance of being seen and understood by others. #### Behind the scenes, inspiration and dyslexia as a creative tool. The behind-the-scenes section provides valuable insight into the script's origins and the author's creative process. The story was inspired by a real-life experience in a less-than-ideal campsite shower, demonstrating how personal experiences can be transformed into art. The author also mentions using their dyslexia like seasoning, suggesting that neurodiversity can be a source of creative strength. This highlights the importance of embracing one's unique perspective and using it to enrich one's work. The final line, "Just because we're not eating doesn't mean we're not processing," underscores the importance of communication and emotional processing in relationships. The script suggests that even seemingly trivial interactions can have a profound impact on our sense of self and our connection to others. By exploring these dynamics through humor and heightened language, the script offers a unique and insightful meditation on the complexities of queer friendship. #### key themes and takeaways. The script explores several key themes, including the power of imagination *, how our mental images of others can shape our relationships and impact their sense of self. Personal boundaries *, the importance of respecting individual preferences and avoiding unwanted mind-placing. Self-representation *, the desire to be seen and understood in a way that aligns with one's own identity. Communication and reconciliation *, the role of dialogue and understanding in resolving conflicts and strengthening relationships. Neurodiversity as a creative asset *, how unique perspectives can enrich artistic expression. The script's key findings suggest that imagination can be a powerful tool for both connection and violation. Respecting personal boundaries is essential for maintaining healthy relationships. Open communication is crucial for resolving conflicts and fostering understanding. Embracing individuality can lead to greater self-acceptance and stronger connections with others. In conclusion, the Campsite Shower Violation is a thought-provoking and humorous exploration of queer friendship, imagination, and the importance of being seen and understood. Through its witty dialogue and relatable characters, the script offers valuable insights into the complexities of human connection and the power of shared experiences. It is a reminder that even seemingly trivial interactions can have a profound impact on our sense of self and our relationships with others. Assessment of the story. Entertaining. Yes, the story is entertaining due to its humor and relatable themes. Unique voice. The author possesses a unique voice, although influenced by others. Similar author notes. The author's voice has notes of David Sedaris, humor, Ryan Murphy, camp, and Oscar Wilde, theatricality. Author's place in the writing world. Resonance. The author's work resonates with a modern audience interested in queer themes and humorous introspection. Place in writing. There is definitely a place for the author's voice in the world of writing, particularly in areas like queer literature, exploring queer experiences with humor and depth. Humorous essays, offering relatable and insightful observations. Scriptwriting, creating engaging and character-driven narratives. The author's blend of humor, introspection, and queer sensibility creates a distinct voice that can find a receptive audience and contribute meaningfully to contemporary writing.